G'day, and I hope you're well wherever you're watching from in the world. Everybody is talking about the R5. It's the most anticipated camera of the year, of the decade. But there's a dark horse. It's called the R6. Let's suss this now. Yes, so as I mentioned in the intro cut, everybody's talking about the R5. I mean, it's really a spectacular camera. It's going to revolutionize the mirrorless world. It's going to bring us all up into a level of capability and professionalism in our photographs and videos that we've not seen before, particularly the video. It's fair to say the R5 is heavily geared towards the video maker with the 8K full sensor readout for video, the 4K 120. I mean, heaps of people are going to be jumping at that. And then if you turn to the stills, you've got the 12 frames per second mechanical shutter up to 20 with the electronic shutter. That is incredible. The R5 is going to be a beast of a camera, but in terms of its reach and accessibility through the photography world, I'm not sure it's going to be the winner. There's another one on the way. It's the R6, and I reckon it's a dark horse. Okay, so what qualifies me to say this? I've had a look around on the internet, maybe just like you have, and I've noticed there's a lot of interest in the R6 articles, videos, specs, rumors, releases, all the information, and there is on the R5 as well, but it seems to be exponentially higher on the R6. So that leads me to believe that because it's going to be a more accessible, i.e. affordable camera, it's going to have more reach or appeal to a greater range of people. So while the spotlight is largely trained on the R5, I thought I'd throw this out here and say that I believe the R6 is going to be the more influential camera of 2020. Look, the bottom line is Canon haven't even confirmed it exists, let alone confirmed any specs. All we know of is the EOS R5, but it does seem to be pretty assured now that the R6 is going to follow closely along with the R5. It'll be interesting to see how Canon does this in order to make sure they don't detract from one to the other, and I think that's why they're going to really largely differentiate the two purposes for these cameras, although they won't want to attract converted sales away from the R5 to the R6 because that's going to hit them in the profitability stakes. When it comes to bleeding edge tech, we all want the latest and greatest, but the bottom line is we all can't quite get there. It may not just be a matter of not being able to afford it, perhaps. It may be the case that you don't have a need for it. Me personally, I really like to get out and take photographs, but I don't want to carry around a $6,000 lens on the end of my camera that I can risk damaging or breaking. I want to be more engaged in the moment rather than thinking about things like gear. The main reason for me believing the R6 is a dark horse is I believe it's just going to appeal to a much broader range of people, and because of that, it's going to amount to a large conversion of sales for Canon and also profitability. The R6 is a camera. This is going to be the one that branches out to the photographers. I think by the time Canon confirm and also release the R6, it's going to be really interesting to track the sales figures from that point on alongside the R5. Overall, it's going to be a really great camera. Some people are predicting it's going to be half the price of the R5, but I can't quite see it. I don't think Canon will want to drive sales away from the R5 quite that hard, but I also believe that they will know that this is a camera that's going to enhance accessibility right throughout the market. I mean, think of all the DSLR owners out there looking for a camera to come into the mirrorless range. The R6 is going to be a perfect option for them, a little bit more advanced in the entry RP, but not having to shell out so much what they would do for the R5 to pay for that 8K video. I mean, the premium for that 8K is going to be there. It's going to be that huge margin on top, the price difference between that and the R6. The R6 has still got some great photo specs. It's going to have a 26.2 megapixel sensor, and it's going to have the same 12 frames per second mechanical shutter and 20 frames per second electronic shutter. It's really going to be an awesome camera. Now, I don't necessarily have a need for the 8K video, so if I was going to upgrade from the R, which I'm recording on now, there's a good chance I'd be looking really closely at the R6. Hey, that's just my thoughts. What do you think? Leave a comment below. And is the R6 a dark horse? I'd be really interested to know what you think. Hey, hit subscribe if you want to. We're coming out of Wellington, New Zealand, so it's a different perspective for you. As always, smash that like button, and I'll catch you on the next one.